All right, so today we're going on a deep dive into a world of warp pipes and mushrooms and a certain courageous plumber.
Absolutely.
We're going to be exploring the origins and the impact of Super Mario Bros.
All right.
A game that really needs no introduction.
Of course not.
But I think you'll be surprised by some of the deeper aspects we're going to be uncovering.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
What's really fascinating is how Super Mario Bros. Wasn't just like a sudden, lucky break. It was built on, the success of Nintendo's earlier arcade hits.
Yeah.
And it really gave them the confidence to go and create something groundbreaking.
So before Mario was rescuing princesses, he was battling a giant ape and dodging barrels.
Exactly. Back in 1981, Donkey Kong introduced the world to Jumpman,
Right.
who we'd later come to know and love as Mario.
Mm-hmm.
It was a massive hit, and it proved that this simple yet engaging character, had real star power.
Yeah, and I can definitely see how that early success would make Nintendo think like, hey, maybe there's something special here with this.
Absolutely. And they doubled down on that feeling with Mario Bros. In 1983. This game, gave our hero his name, introduced his brother Luigi, and offered a taste of the cooperative gameplay that would later become a hallmark of the series.
So these early arcade games weren't just fun diversions. They were kind of laying the foundation for something much bigger.
Precisely. They showed Nintendo that Mario could carry a game beyond the single-screen format of Donkey Kong.
Right.
They started to imagine a larger, more immersive adventure.
And that's really, I think, where Shigeru Miyamoto's vision comes into play.
Yes.
He had this dream of creating a side-scrolling adventure that would push the boundaries of what the NES could do.
Miyamoto, along with Takashi Tezuka and composer Koji Kondo, weren't just making another game, they were crafting a world. So imagine this, back in the early 80s, most games were confined to static screens, or very limited scrolling.
Yeah, it was a totally different landscape.
Yeah, completely. Super Mario Bros. Changed everything.
Yeah.
It transported players to the Mushroom Kingdom, a vibrant, expansive world filled with secrets and challenges. And it was a technical marvel with fluid movement and incredibly detailed environments that just drew players in.
And not just technical. I mean, I remember being captivated by the sense of fun and exploration that Super Mario Bros. Offered. It wasn't just about getting to the end of the level.
Right.
There was a real joy in discovering hidden blocks, finding warp zones.
Absolutely.
And experimenting with the different power-ups.
Yeah, you've hit on something crucial there.
Yeah.
Miyamoto intentionally designed the game to blend challenge with a sense of wonder and discovery. He understood that players are driven by curiosity.
Yes.
And he rewarded that curiosity with secret areas, hidden power-ups, and that incredible feeling of finding something unexpected.
Okay, so we've got a character with proven appeal, thanks to those arcade hits. We've got a visionary game designer with a groundbreaking concept.
Yes.
And a team of talented developers ready to push the limits. But how did Super Mario Bros. Actually conquer the world?
Well, you have to remember the state of the home video game market in 1985.
Right.
It was still recovering from the crash of '83.
Oh, yeah.
And, consumer trust was shaky.
Yeah, for sure.
So Nintendo made a bold move bundling Super Mario Bros. With the NES console.
So basically, everyone who bought an NES got an instant ticket to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Exactly. It wasn't just a game.
Right.
It became the reason to buy the console, Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
Single-handedly revived the home console market.
Wow.
And set a new standard for what a video game could be.
That's a brilliant strategy. It gave everyone a shared experience and turned the game into a cultural phenomenon.
Absolutely.
But let's dig into the gameplay itself a little bit. So on the surface, rescuing Princess Toadstool from Bowser seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But the beauty of Super Mario Bros. Lies in the journey, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The game is divided into 8 worlds, each with 4 levels. And, that creates a sense of progression and accomplishment.
Yeah.
But within those 32 stages, there's a remarkable depth of design.
Yeah.
Miyamoto's team masterfully created a world that encouraged exploration and experimentation.
Think back to the first time you discovered a warp zone. You're going along, maybe struggling a bit.
Yeah.
And suddenly, boom, you're transported to a whole new world. It's just completely changed how you thought about the game.
Yeah, those moments of surprise and discovery are what makes Super Mario Bros. So special.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about reaching the end.
Right.
It was about uncovering the secrets hidden within each level.
Yeah.
And remember the power-ups.
Oh, how could we forget the super mushroom, the fire flower, the Starman?
I mean, come on.
I mean, those weren't just gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
Right. They were transformative experiences.
Think about it with a single mushroom.
Yeah.
You go from this vulnerable plumber to a powerful hero.
Yeah.
Capable of breaking bricks and taking an extra hit.
Yeah.
And then there's the fire flower letting you shoot fireballs. Right. Conquer enemies from afar.
I can still feel the rush of invincibility after grabbing a Starman.
Oh, yeah.
You just become an unstoppable force racing through the level with that iconic music pushing you forward.
And that music, we can't talk about Super Mario Bros. Without mentioning Koji Kondo's incredible score.
Yeah.
The ground theme is instantly recognizable.
It really is.
Even decades later. But it's more than just a catchy tune.
Right.
It's woven into the fabric of the game itself.
It sets the mood. It builds it even guides your actions.
Exactly.
Remember how the tempo increases as the timer runs low?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It adds a sense of urgency, pushing you to finish the level before time runs out.
Yeah.
And those little audio cues for collecting coins, jumping on enemies.
Right.
It all comes together to create an immersive, engaging experience.
It's amazing how those seemingly small details, level design, the power-ups, the music, the sound effects, work in harmony to create something so magical.
Right.
But Super Mario Bros. Wasn't just about fun in games.
Yeah.
It also had a surprising amount of depth, even in its regional variations.
You're right. In the West, we know a particular version of Super Mario Bros. 2.
Okay.
But that wasn't the original sequel.
Really?
Released in Japan.
Wait, tell me more about this.
The Japanese Super Mario Bros.
2.
Known as Super Mario Bros. The lost levels here was deemed too difficult for Western audiences.
Interesting.
So Nintendo of America decided to adapt a different game, Doki Doki Panic.
Wow.
Into Super Mario Bros. 2 for its Western release.
So there was a whole Super Mario Bros. 2 out there that most of us have never played.
Right.
What was it like?
It was a far more challenging experience.
Oh, okay.
Imagine levels filled with tricky jumps, wind that could push you into pits.
Oh, wow.
And poison mushrooms disguised as power-ups.
Oh, no. Wow. So it's like a completely different game.
It is, yeah.
That's fascinating how a decision like that, changing a game for a different audience, can have such a lasting impact.
Right.
It makes you realize how much thought and strategy goes into shaping, a global phenomenon like Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, it's a prime example of how localization isn't just about language. It's about understanding, cultural nuances and player expectations.
Right.
But speaking of lasting impact, there's one more aspect of Super Mario Bros. That we haven't touched on yet.
Okay.
The minus world.
Ah, yes, the infamous glitch.
Yes.
I remember hearing whispers of this mysterious world back in the day.
Right.
It's almost like an urban legend.
Yeah, that's what's so fascinating about glitches.
Yeah.
They add another layer of depth to the game, almost like an unintended secret waiting to be discovered.
Right.
So in Super Mario Bros., the minus world glitch lets you access Mice 1.
Okay.
Which is essentially an endless underwater level.
So how do you actually get there?
Well,
was it something that only the most hardcore players could find?
It involves a very specific set of actions in World 1-2.
Okay.
Manipulating the way the game loads the next level.
Interesting.
It's a testament to how players, even back then, were actively exploring the boundaries of the game and finding ways to break it, even if unintentionally.
That spirit of exploration and pushing boundaries is still alive and well today.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in the speedrunning community.
Absolutely.
Super Mario Bros. Is like a speedrunner's dream.
It is.
With so many tricks and glitches to master.
It's incredible to watch speedrunners manipulate the game's mechanics, exploiting those glitches to achieve seemingly impossible feats. They've turned a game we thought we knew inside and out into a whole new experience.
Right. It's a reminder that even a game as iconic and as well-loved as Super Mario Bros. Can still surprise us.
Definitely.
And for those who want a more tangible piece of gaming history, sealed copies of the original cartridge are highly sought after by collectors.
Oh, yeah, a testament to the game's cultural significance and its place as a true collector's item.
I bet.
We're talking auction prices that would make your head spin.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So after diving deep into its origins, its mechanics, and its cultural impact, what can we say about the enduring legacy of Super Mario Bros?
I mean, it's a game that transcends generations.
Yeah?
It's a testament to the power of creativity, innovation, and sheer fun. I mean, think about it. Shigeru Miyamoto and his team created something that not only redefined gaming, but also left an indelible mark on popular culture as a whole.
And Mario himself has become a global icon.
Absolutely.
Instantly recognizable even to those who've never picked up a controller. It's incredible to think that this simple plumber who started out jumping barrels has achieved such legendary status.
Super Mario Bros. Proves that games can be more than just entertainment.
Yeah.
They can be experiences that stay with us long after we've put down the controller. They can spark our imaginations, challenge our skills, and connect us through shared experiences.
And on that note, I'd like to leave you with a final thought. Think back to your own experiences with Super Mario Bros. What are your most vivid memories? What secrets did you uncover, and how do you think the gaming world would be different today if this groundbreaking game had never existed? That's all for our deep dive into Super Mario Bros. Until next time, keep exploring those hidden blocks, and remember, it's a Mania Mario.